BTS member Jin has achieved another major digital milestone as his solo track, Don't Say You Love Me, officially surpasses 700 million streams on Spotify, marking a significant moment in his individual career. The achievement places the song among the most streamed Korean solo releases on the platform, highlighting Jin's sustained global appeal and the lasting emotional impact of his music. Originally released as a heartfelt ballad, Don't Say You Love Me resonated immediately with listeners for its restrained production and emotionally charged lyrics. Rather than relying on dramatic arrangements, the song leans into simplicity, allowing Jin's warm, expressive vocals to carry the story of conflicted love and quiet heartbreak. This approach has proven timeless, helping the track maintain consistent streaming numbers long after its initial release period. Unlike many songs that experience sharp spikes followed by rapid declines, Don't Say You Love Me has shown remarkable longevity. The track continues to attract new listeners through curated playlists focused on emotional pop, late-night listening, and reflective moods. Fans and casual listeners alike often describe the song as one that ages well, growing more meaningful with repeated listens. Music industry observers note that this milestone reflects a broader trend within K-pop, where solo releases are increasingly achieving global success without heavy promotional cycles. Jin's 700 million stream achievement is widely seen as a testament to organic fan engagement and the strong emotional connection listeners feel toward his work. It also reinforces his position as a vocalist whose artistry stands confidently on its own, separate from group dynamics. On social media, fans celebrated the milestone by sharing streaming updates, personal stories, and messages of congratulations. Many recounted how the song became a companion during difficult periods, emphasizing its role as more than just a charting track. For them, Don't Say You Love Me represents comfort, honesty, and emotional release, qualities that have become central to Jin's solo identity. As BTS members continue to expand their individual discographies, Jin's latest Spotify record adds momentum to his growing list of solo accomplishments. With Don't Say You Love Me now crossing 700 million streams, anticipation is building around his future musical direction. Whether through similarly intimate ballads or new sonic experiments, Jin's streaming milestone signals that his voice and storytelling continue to resonate powerfully with audiences around the world. Beyond the numbers, the success of Don't Say You Love Me is increasingly being discussed as a defining moment in Jin's evolution as a solo artist. Critics and fans alike have pointed out that the song captures a side of Jin that feels especially honest and unfiltered, an artist willing to sit with quiet emotions rather than chase trends. In an era dominated by high-energy releases and viral hooks, the track's restrained atmosphere has helped it stand out, offering listeners a space for reflection rather than spectacle. Digital music analysts also note that the song's streaming pattern is unusual in a positive way. Instead of being driven by short-term fan projects alone, Don't Say You Love Me continues to draw steady attention from global listeners who discover it organically. This slow burn growth suggests that the song has crossed over from being a fandom favorite into a broader listener base, a key indicator of long-term relevance in today's streaming-driven music landscape. The milestone further strengthens Jin's position among the most impactful K-pop soloists on Spotify. While BTS, as a group, has consistently set global records, Jin's individual achievements demonstrate how each member's artistry resonates on its own. For industry watchers, this reinforces the idea that BTS's influence extends well beyond group activities, shaping global listening habits even through solo releases that prioritize emotional depth over commercial formulas. Culturally, the song's success has also fueled conversations about vulnerability in male artists within pop music. Jin's willingness to express emotional uncertainty and softness has been widely praised, particularly by younger listeners who see the song as a reflection of feelings often left unspoken. This aspect has contributed to the track's frequent use in fan-made videos, playlists, and social media content centered on healing, nostalgia, and emotional emotional growth. As streaming milestones continue to redefine how success is measured in the music industry, Jin's 700 million stream achievement stands as a reminder that impact cannot always be reduced to charts alone. Don't Say You Love Me has become a long-lasting emotional touchpoint for listeners worldwide, one that continues to grow quietly, powered by connection rather than hype. With this latest achievement, expectations naturally turn toward what comes next. Whether Jin chooses to further explore introspective ballads or experiment with new sounds, Jin's streaming milestone sends a clear message. Audiences are listening, staying, and returning. In a fast-moving industry, that kind of lasting presence may be the most meaningful success of all.
Looking ahead, the continued success of Don't Say You Love Me is also influencing how expectations are being set for Jin's future releases. Rather than pressure to chase viral trends or instant chart peaks, the song's performance suggests that audiences value sincerity and emotional clarity just as much, if not more. This places Jin in a unique creative position, where artistic intention and listener trust appear to align naturally. Within the broader K-pop ecosystem, the milestone is being cited as an example of how solo projects can thrive alongside group legacies without direct comparison. Jin's achievement does not exist in competition with BTS's collective records. Instead, it expands the group's overall cultural footprint. Each sustained solo success reinforces the idea that BTS's global impact is multifaceted, built on distinct voices that connect with listeners in different ways. The longevity of the track has also kept it relevant in conversations about streaming-era classics. While the term is often reserved for older releases, Don't Say You Love Me is increasingly being described by fans as a modern classic, a song that quietly persists across years, playlists, and life moments. Its steady growth continues to blur the line between current hits and timeless favorites. As streaming numbers continue to climb, industry watchers expect the song to reach even higher milestones in the future, further cementing its place in Jin's solo catalog. Yet, for many listeners, the real significance lies beyond statistics. The song's enduring presence in daily listening habits suggests a deep emotional bond, one that transforms a single track into a lasting companion. Ultimately, Jin's 700 million stream milestone represents more than a numerical achievement. It reflects an artist whose voice resonates long after the first listen, whose music finds its way into quiet moments around the world. In a fast-paced digital era, Don't Say You Love Me stands as proof that emotional honesty can travel far and stay. As the conversation around the milestone continues, many observers are now framing Don't Say You Love Me as a pivotal reference point in Jin's solo narrative. The song has come to symbolize a turning moment where his individual artistry became widely recognized not just by fans, but by the broader global streaming audience. Its sustained success suggests a deep level of listener trust, an increasingly rare currency in today's fast-moving music environment. From a strategic perspective, the track's performance also highlights how emotional storytelling can outperform aggressive promotion in the long run. Without relying on constant visibility or viral challenges, Don't Say You Love Me has benefited from repeat listening, personal recommendations, and algorithmic discovery. This slow but steady growth model is now being closely watched as an alternative blueprint for solo success in the streaming era. For fans, the milestone feels deeply personal. Many have described the song as one that waits for you, resurfacing during late nights, long commutes, or moments of emotional pause. This intimate relationship between artist and listener has allowed the track to remain relevant across different phases of life, further reinforcing its staying power well beyond its release window. The achievement also strengthens Jin's standing as a vocalist whose emotional delivery defines his musical identity. His ability to convey vulnerability without excess has been repeatedly cited as the core reason listeners return to the song. In an industry where louder and faster often dominate, Jin's quiet intensity has proven equally compelling. As Don't Say You Love Me continues its steady climb, it stands as a reminder that some songs are not designed to peak quickly, but to endure. Jin's 700 million stream milestone marks not an endpoint, but an ongoing journey, one where emotional resonance, listener loyalty, and artistic sincerity continue to shape his legacy as a solo artist.